The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with REEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this glorious Monday afternoon. It is the 14th of April, 2025. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by REEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
Serving good times and good food. Dine in or take away at REEEEEEBURGEEERRR today.
I'm hungry.
REEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
G'day, Mogey, you stallion. How's life?
Going pretty grousey, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. Another day in paradise, fellas.
How good,
How
how
lucky
good.
are we, eh? Hey?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
Pretty stoked about it. What do you say there, Keyzie? Hey?
Yeah, man. Good fellas.
Yeah?
Things are going good over here. How are you guys going?
I'm good, thanks, man.
Yeah?
Was playing a game of golf today.
golf
It was
chat.
a beautiful day. Keyzie and I were all booked in there and turn up at the golf course and tragedy.
Yeah, we had to bail for circumstances that I don't want to talk about on the radio because people will give us shit.
Oh, God.
There were
Yeah.
no golf carts available.
So there's no way I'm walking. But I tell you what, beautiful day. Beautiful day. Great weekend too, fellas, which we'll get into over the coming breaks.
Yeah, it was a fantastic weekend other than the result for the Wars. Of course, we'll chat to the great man Charlie Gubb a little later on this hour about their amazing performance against the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah.
Also, just on the NRL, another chance for you to get yourself in the draw to join us for Magic Round. So
Beautiful.
it's worth sticking around
Yes.
for.
Great stuff. In the meantime, here's AC/DC.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Guns. Roses. There on the Hauraki Big Show this beautiful Monday afternoon. Tell you what, fellas, I think this last weekend was probably the most perfect weekend I've had in a decade.
Wow.
Really?
It was magnificent. Everything went right.
Oh.
Everything was easy. The weather was absolutely stunning. Do we agree, fellas?
Yeah, it was beautiful. I loved it.
Anyway, my wife and I, we got up on Saturday morning. We were going to the family batch. We drove along, beautiful day, chatting away there, got to the supermarket, bought some delicious food for just the two of us, which was really nice. And then we arrived at the family batch. It was pretty high tide-ish, Mogey. Imagine, if you will, we pull into the car park, we walk over the little hills there, we arrive at the batch, the water is crystal clear, the sun is beating down, we put all our stuff inside, and Hoodie J goes, you know what? I'm doing a skinny dip. Because there was no one there. There was no one at the bay at all. So there I was. I just took off all my clothes, totally buck naked, standing there on the deck, walked down confidently to the water surface there, waded in, and the cool of the ocean lapping at my testicles. My God, it was special.
I don't know what it is, but in my mind, I have the image of Montgomery Burns
Oh, from The Simpsons.
going for a dip.
Look, that's not inaccurate. You know what I mean? Especially with my spindly legs. But my wife doesn't mind my legs. She still loves me, for what I am. And my little sort of curled up, crunched up body. But seriously, guys, I tell you what. And then I plunged into there. Because there's only so long you can stand there with the water touching your testicles.
Oh, yeah.
That's right,
it's like, oh.
You'd be hopping in, you put your feet in first, and you go, oh, God, that's cold. And then your testes will hit next.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you go, oh, and then your knees will hit.
Wow, actually, yeah, my testes hit pretty much as soon as I walked into the water. But I tell you what, man, went for a plunge, got out, sun's beating down, got the deck chair out on the deck there, just sat with my legs akimbo, my massive testicles hanging down there, just with the sun beating down. Life is not, you can't get better than that in
I didn't
life.
know you had a son. Oh, the sun beating down.
sun
Sorry.
beating
I
down.
thought, your son
and
was
I
beating
was
down.
shocked to hear, Keyzie, Mogey, and I'm sure you've skinny dipped in your time. Keysie's never done it.
Oh.
I mean, there is nothing. I mean, I know we give people, at nude beaches and stuff like that a lot of jip.
I don't.
But I see the appeal of it. There's something very enlivening and invigorating about being naked in nature.
Can't argue with you there, mate. We had a swimming pool. You guys were there. You saw my swimming pool that I had last year.
So good.
Went for a lot of skinny dips in there.
Yes.
And sort of your public pools, that sort of thing, public spa baths and saunas and that sort of thing. I'm always nude for those.
There was that time where you hired that Airbnb and the neighbours could look over the fence there and you were fully nude.
I was, yeah.
And you had a half mongrel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great.
Half to three-quarter.
Keyzie, I cannot believe that's something you've never done.
Well, no, it's like, I've never been in a situation where I've thought, let me take off my undies as well, then go for a swim.
Right.
If I had my own pool, like you, Mogey, I think I'd definitely skinny dip. But I am by nature ashamed of my downstairs.
Yeah.
Not because I'm running anything
You
out
don't
of
get
the
sort
ordinary.
of water testicles or anything like that?
What?
You know, what leakage down there?
No. Literally, like, I've got a perfectly reasonable downstairs. You know, there's nothing out of the ordinary. I am still ashamed of it, and I still do not want it out in public.
Right.
And so even at your batch, Jase, which I've been to, there are other people there at the time, which is a shame, but we're all over that now.
Can you imagine us do it? Me, you and Pugs just all nude in the beach
No,
there?
I can't, because and also there are more than just your house on that bay. So I feel like someone would have seen just the old man of the sea dragging his nuts along the coral and hopping in.
The funny thing was, actually, when I was telling Pugs about it, he said, we went fully nude when we were there. And I was like, that's disgusting,
That is
Pugs.
disgusting,
You're an animal.
Pugs. Yeah,
you
animal.
are an animal.
You skinny dipping New Zealand, 3483. Are you into it or not?
Oh, totally.
Every text in the draw for a $50 REEEEEEBURGEEERRR voucher. Here's the Strokes.
The Hauraki Beach Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
The Rolling Stones here on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 4:24. We're talking skinny dipping.
Yeah.
That glorious thing that is skinny dipping, being one with nature. And the texts have been pouring in on 3483, Keyzie.
Certainly have, Jase. Every single one of them in the draw for a $50 REEEEEBURGEEERRR voucher as well. This is off the back of you going to the Batch this weekend. And when I was picturing you going skinny dipping, I was picturing you said you were on the deck, you took all your clothes off.
Yeah.
And then you walked down quite a slippery driveway. So you're fully nude, trying not to fall over.
Yeah, going, because it was quite sharp as well.
How far out was the tide?
Oh, it was about a half tide, so I probably had to walk 300-400 metres.
Lots of shells?
Oh, there were a few shells, for sure.
So you're completely naked. It's cold because it's not summer anymore. And you're,
Yeah, and I very rarely don't wear shoes, so my soles of my feet are very sensitive.
Right.
Yeah, so there was a lot of that.
So while you were struggling, staggering out into the water, your wife was skinny dipping as well, or was she witnessing this?
Oh, no, she didn't want a part of it. She went back
fair enough.
inside and was just, doing...
It's a pretty good look, a guy, sort of oohing
Yeah.
across. Yeah, well, he's fully nude.
Yeah. And I
Oh.
was kind of bent over as well. You know how you sort of hunch?
You got a bit of a
Yeah,
stoop.
You got your shoulders up around your ears.
Yeah. Plus, you chuck in my elongated sort of testicles.
Yeah,
Would have been a hell of a sight if someone had have seen me.
Yeah, so it's cool, man. You're really selling skinny dipping to me because I don't do it, and I don't really want to do it ever. A lot of people are in favour, to be honest, on 3483. This person here went skinny dipping in a hot tub with several mates while responsibly drunk. Safe to say, a lot of urine was added to the water content. Very refreshing, however, not much was spoken of it the next day.
Yeah, the old fellas couldn't look each other in the eye.
See, what's the benefit of me, like us four? We were in a hot tub. We just decided to do it naked.
It's just a bonding experience.
Totally it
We've
is,
got the
man.
four of us sitting in the old hot tub there. Your knees are touching, you're bumper to bumper. What a good time.
Is it though? But we could have just as good a time with some shorts on.
I'm pretty sure that you did that down in Christchurch, didn't you, with
Jase,
that guy?
this reference is 3.5 years
Yeah,
old.
I know, but I'm just bringing it back because you said about 3.5 years ago you had a nude sauna with a dude down in Christchurch.
No, this story has evolved. I went to visit my friend in Christchurch, and now I'm in a nude sauna with him.
Oh, right, okay. Was that just us?
I had a skinny dip when I was about 18. We'd had me and a bunch of friends had done an all-nighter. We'd been at O'Malley's in Levin there.
Oh,
and then I don't know where we'd been afterwards, but we found our way out to Waitariri Beach,
Yes.
which is on the west coast there. There was about 8 of us. And yeah, the sad thing was I said that I wanted to see the sunrise. And I've been living in Levin my whole life, and it hadn't dawned on me that the sun doesn't rise in the west. Never has, never
Oh, wow,
will.
yeah, that's a really good point.
If I wanted to see a sunset, that would have been the place to go, absolutely. So that was a disappointment. So made up for that by going for a swim. The tide was miles out.
Yeah.
And I was sort of, whooping and a hollering, Keyzie. trying to encourage my friends to come in for a swim with me. So I stripped down completely naked. I just had a cowboy hat on. And went sprinting out to the ocean there thinking that they'd follow me. And I went for a swim, turned around, nobody had.
Yeah.
But then I had to walk the 300 yards back to the car, having just been in the winter ocean.
Yes, on the west coast.
Yeah, there'd been a little bit of paperwork involved as well, so I had to use the hat wisely on the way back in. Let me tell you, I needed every single gallon of that 44-gallon drum. Cowboy hat, Keyzie, I'll tell you what. No, I was ashamed of what I was putting on display at that time.
Well, that's the thing, right? The male downstairs operation doesn't react well to a cold swim.
No.
So why not just put a little pair of shorts over it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
why?
totally. But you've just made me remember, actually, speaking of spa pools, at a ball after party,
right,
where there was a lot of people. Old Hoyte J went into a spa completely nude. Everyone else had togs on.
The thing that was crook about that, Jase, is that was back in your teaching days, and you were a teacher.
I know.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Billy Idol there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 4:37, a bit of rugby league over the weekend. With that in mind, we've got our rugby league correspondent, old Gubby. How are you, you massive backbone?
Yeah, really good, man. Just on Triangle Road in West Auckland, living the dream.
Living it up.
Yeah, nice. Charlie, not great.
No, not great, but you almost half expected it. You know, like it doesn't feel like it did when we got humped versus the Raiders in round one. It almost feels a bit more consensual.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. My feeling with it was, outside of getting absolutely pumped, and they just seemed to be doing whatever they wanted in that first 20 minutes, and really the first half. Was that's kind of where we are. We're not at the top of the table. We're not going to beat them. We're going to be middle of the table. We're going to lose to those kinds of teams. It was just the way in which we just got absolutely dismantled, which was a bit disheartening.
Yeah, I mean, Melbourne came out. They obviously prepared well, and they just got that early momentum, and we just had no answer. Every time we turned the ball over cheaply, we just couldn't defend it, and they would just come down and score and just. We did look like a bottom of the table team there.
Yep.
But I think for us to beat those top teams, we really have to be on our best game, and they got to be at 90% at the moment. Not saying we can't improve, but that's just what it looks like at the moment.
Yeah, Charlie. I mean, we've also got to keep in mind that we've lost a lot of top-notch players from our side as well. Roger was out. Chance didn't play a lot of that game as well. We just seem to be bleeding some of our best players at the moment. Having said that, Melbourne, it seems to me that they are going to be sitting clear above the other 16 teams in the NRL by the end of the season.
Yeah, I think so too. A lot can change, It only takes a couple of weeks in footy to turn your fortunes around. But Storm are definitely head and shoulders above everyone else. And apart from them, it's pretty even when you look at results. Bulldogs are going well, but they haven't really played anyone. So I think we're definitely in the mix to be towards the top of the table, but just not on Melbourne's level, especially when we're down on troops.
Yeah, the stats weren't a million miles away from each other. 1,700 run metres versus 1,500. Line breaks was obviously a shocker, 8-2. Offload 16-10. Seemed like they were just... The offloads were an absolute joke in that first half, and despite the fact that they were offloading non-stop, nobody seemed willing to do anything about it. The big difference was kick metres, 620 against our 360.
Yeah, I think stats don't always paint the picture. Everything Storm did looked very crisp, and they had a lot of intent. Whereas when we were bringing the ball out of trouble, kind of everyone was just shell shocked, and we just kind of lacked that danger and that bit of mongrel which the young boys brought off the bench. But I don't know, just one of those games. And we said it versus Raiders, put it away and see what happens next week. We got Broncos at home, so hopefully we can turn it around.
Yeah. Charlie, what's it Like, whenever I find out the Waz are heading to Amy Park in Melbourne to play against the Melbourne Storm, who have been one of the best teams in the league for almost 2 decades now, what is it actually like getting over to Amy Park and taking this Storm on? Is there a different air over there? Does it feel different?
It does. It feels super intense. Like you have a big build up and you're ready to go, and then you have the best intentions.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even know how to put it. Like you can do your best, but it's just you end up coming off and you'll be like, man, what the heck happened there? Like,
yeah, right.
That's not how I prepared, and then and that's just I don't know. Yeah, it's an eerie one. Maybe someone's put a curse on it. We need Mogey to go over and lift it.
Yeah, that's a good idea, man. Did you ever get a win against the Storm?
No, I came close a couple of times.
Yeah.
At home, but no, I got 50 put on us once. That was when the boys got on the party drugs after.
Hey, Charlie, I mean, given that the Melbourne Storm seem to be so far ahead of everyone else, should we just call it now, mate?
Nah, because heaps of stuff could happen, like, I don't know. Like
they could all get injured.
They get done for domestic violence. Who knows? Like, they got a real mismatch over there.
They really do. That's what the NRL is like. And Charlie, before we let you go, man, would you like to give us your Porter King Player of the Day?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was slim pickings, but I'm going to give it to Aaron Clark. I thought he was just into everything. He was still a mongrel, but it's hard to it's a reluctant Porter King Player of the Day.
Yeah, I agree there. Aaron had an absolutely ripper of a game. And don't forget, if you're in Wellington, you need to do poos, you need a Portaloo, hit up Porter King.
Yeah, absolutely. And Xavier Coates would have gone close to getting that award with 2 tries, 2 try assists, 224 run metres and 4 line breaks.
Yeah, that's true. But we should have signed him, but we got Morgan Harper.
Yes, just as good. Thanks, Charlie.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Incubus there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 4:49. Let's talk TV.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Yeah!
Woo! Honk, honk. Can you do that? Cool honk. Honk, honk. That's it.
Really?
Over the weekend, fellas, I didn't actually watch a ton of TV, but what I did watch was Pop the Balloon, and it was live on Netflix. And what it is 8. Well, the episode I saw was 8 women. They each are holding a balloon, and they've got a pin in their fingers as well, in their other hand. And then a guy comes out and he starts talking. They might just see him and then they pop their balloon, which says, I'm not interested in that guy.
Sure.
Then he starts talking and somebody else might go pop. And then at the end of it, you might have 1 or 2 people that are actually interested or more.
Right.
The one I watched about 4 minutes of it. When I tell you that this thing was complete garbage, it was, horrendous.
Yes.
But give it a watch, would you, Joe? You'll love it. Turned it off after about 4 minutes and then watched probably 2 hours of reels with my wife.
Oh, just on a scroll hole.
Just on a real hot streak with some great, hilarious reels there. And saved quite a few of them so I can show you guys in the break.
Saved them?
Yeah. There's
How good.
Some funny stuff in there, fellas.
Damn, old Mogey's hoarding reels.
I inadvertently watched a movie called The Last Stop in Yuma County, which is basically a film where a travelling salesman goes to a diner, he gets sort of stranded there, then 2 bank robbers turn up into the diner.
That's not good.
And it turns into this horrendous hostage situation with the waitress. Other people come into the restaurant, and it just turns into an horrendous bloodbath.
Right, who's in it?
I'll have to look at that.
Oh, my God.
No one in
What did you
particular.
watch it on?
It was on Rialto. But no one that really stands out that people will necessarily know. It was quite a weird little cast.
What was it called again?
The Last Stop in Yuma County.
What do you reckon? Goer or not a goer?
Look, it just got so ridiculous in terms of the violence. I mean, I'm talking graphic violence. So your wife would hate it, Keyzie.
Yeah, sounds like she would. How many buzzies out of 5 would you give it?
2. 2 buzzies?
2 buzzies.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you paying for Rialto just quickly, or are you stealing it
No,
for free?
I was at the batch, so it was already, it's already on there. Yeah, so I got it for free.
Fellas, my wife and I took your recommendation and we watched As Good As It Gets, the Jack Nicholson movie.
Yes.
It started off great because it is the kind of movie we like. And I was like, Jason Michael assured me, because he plays a guy with obsessive-compulsive disorder. He's a really successful writer, and he's a massive prick. But then he does heartwarming stuff and slowly becomes a better person. And so I told my wife, so he's going to become a real nice guy. By the end of it, it was still giving off, like, The Shining vibes. You know what I mean? Like, he was still... He's just...
A bit of an a-hole.
A massive a-hole. And so we sat there for 2 hours 45. It's 2 hours 40. It's a long movie.
Wow.
And then at the end of it, he was still a wee bit of an a-hole.
Right.
And Lucy was like, oh, it started really well, but by the end of it, he was still kind of an a-hole.
Right.
His acting was great, but he still strikes me as a guy who should be playing, the bad guy in The Departed or a murderer. You know what I mean? He's
The nice guy doesn't sit well with him, Keyzie.
No, and I don't think he became nice enough by the end of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
But,
I never liked it.
oh, you
Yeah,
didn't-
I
you
got
guys...
about halfway through and stopped, I think,
Well, no, you
if
told
I
me,
recall.
You said it was really good. You
I
said
only liked it because of the little dog.
Yeah, the little dog's cool, yeah.
And it's Helen Hunt in it?
Helen Hunt, she's
Yeah,
great.
I
And
really
also,
like her too.
I bet you do.
Here's a bit of Black Sabbath.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Black Sabbath there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Plenty coming up after 5 o'clock, including your chance to get in the draw for the BRISSY trip, fellas, to the Magic Round.
Yeah.
How good.
Just on that, actually, because Benaiah Stewart from the Breakfast Show has now been added to the trip. It's officially happening. Got a bit of a bone to pick with the Breakfast Show fellas. Wouldn't mind you guys backing me up on that as well after 5.
We'll always back you up, Keyzie.
Really?
Also, old Mogey has a bit of a run-in with the cleaners in the toilet. We'll be talking about that too.
Oh, Mogey toilet
Look forward
chat.
to that.
Yeah, nice.
It's going to be so good.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Monday is going along tickety-boo. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by REEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
Beef, chicken, vegan, and vegetarian options available. REEEEEEBURGEEERRR, redefining the norm.
REEEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
REEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
Now listen, fellas, with regards to REEEEEEBURGEEERRR, we're trying to put together the Backbone Burger.
Oh, you talking about
REEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
I'm talking about REEEEEEBURGER.
Yeah.
This is REEEEEEBURGER.
REEEEEEBURGER.
We need to start getting some ingredients locked down for the Backbone Burger because I believe they're releasing it on Thursday.
Are you sure about that?
I read something in the chat and I think it's true, Keyzie.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we need to get our asses
Jase.
into G.
We need to rattle our dags.
Totally, man.
Okay, well, we've settled on a few ingredients. I think we know that it's definitely having 2 meat patties.
Yes.
The Backbone
Cheese.
Burger. But what kind of cheese, Mogey? Old cheese,
I
Mogey.
hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this
Damn
is...
it.
You can't just
What
say
about
cheese.
what about feta?
Oh.
Feta.
Can I just ask, with regards to the 2 meat patties, are they charred?
I think REEEEEEBURGEEERRR will know how to cook the patties for maximum succulence.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. I'd like maybe some jalapenos in there.
Oh, jalapeno.
I want a bit of spice in it.
See,
Yeah.
I think if we're doing meat patties, it's like chicken with spice, sure, but I don't know about beef meat patties with spice.
I can go without spice in a burger.
I just
I'll
want it
be
to
honest.
be yummy. I just want everyone to be like, that's the
Oh,
yummiest.
yum. I don't want people to be put off by the fact that it's spicy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
People will be put off by it.
Well,
They'll be
it's-
like, oh, no, it's spicy. I don't like spicy
I'm scared,
burgers.
yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, if people don't like spice, I don't like them. You know what I mean? I don't care what they think.
Jase, there-
I guess I'm just thinking about REEEEEEBURGEEERRR, and I just want them to get, have the best results possible.
Yeah,
because
sure.
they've got such delicious treats down there, Jase.
Well, I had it this weekend. It was bloody delicious, all
I
right.
went down there over the weekend as well. I took the family down. Their waiters down there are unbelievable. You heard about this?
No.
You got chickens down there that are waiters.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like an actual chicken.
Actual chickens, and they have little saucers of sauce around their necks.
Yes.
And they just come round to the tables, and you just let you dip your chips in
Are
their
you
little
sure
sauce things.
you were at REEEEEEBURGEEERRR?
100%.
It's because I went there at the weekend as well and I didn't see those.
Oh, what time were you there though?
Lunchtime.
Oh no, happy hour. You got to be there later
Oh,
in the
happy
evening.
hour.
Oh yeah.
And I
Oh,
don't
that makes
think
sense.
the chickens have got out west yet, Keyzie.
Oh, haven't they?
They're mostly in a city at the moment.
Oh, that's right. I think
Yeah,
they go
yeah.
west in summer.
Yes, west and summer.
That's what the
So keep texting your ideas for the Backbone Burger on 3483.
Buns.
buns. Yeah,
Yeah,
lock
definitely
in.
buns. Or I mean, we could do two meat patties with stuff in between the meat patties,
Oh yeah.
and not have any buns at all.
No, that's like,
what would you
no,
put in
that's
between
silly.
a meat patty?
Cheese,
Sausage.
maybe some chorizo. Yeah.
Yeah. 3483 New Zealand, what do you want to see in the backbone burger? We need to nail these ingredients down. You can get yourself a $50 REEEEEEBURGEEERRR voucher, so get stuck in.
In the meantime, here's Foo Fighters.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
We had hot chili peppers there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time, 14 minutes past 5. And we've got to get to the bottom of this backbone burger, fellas. We need ingredients and we need to lock them down.
Okay, well, something we haven't considered here, fellas, is a fish burger. Now, maybe we could just try and just knock around the idea of a fish burger. Because I love a fish burger.
Right, I'm looking at the menu. They don't currently have a fish burger, so there is a hole in the menu there. What kind of fish are you thinking?
Sardines?
A sardine burger, really?
Have you ever had one?
No, I've had sardines before.
This is what I'm saying.
Would it be like sardines and tomato sauce, maybe, which you can also get?
What do you normally have on a sardine?
Toast?
Yes.
What, on a sardine?
Well, yeah, you have toast on a sardine. You put the sardines on the bench and then you push down a piece of toast on it. But what else do you put on it?
Mate,
a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper,
a
absolutely.
little bit of lemon zest. I seriously used to just eat them straight out of the can.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
We used to have them when we played rugby, Keyzie, when I was in the second 15 there at school. Oh, yeah. And instead of having the oranges at half time, you just crack open a can of sardines and just smash a couple of sardines.
Well, look, fellas,
protein, mate, protein.
Something we got to keep in mind, and keep the text coming on 3483 with your ideas, is they don't have sardines on any of their burgers currently.
Yeah.
Right, so they'd have to start getting our sardines in around the country at all the stores.
Easy.
Well, it's easy.
Sardines are cheap as chips as well.
Yeah, they're totally, man.
I'm just looking at their full menu and it is absolutely massive. They have quite a few burgers with 3 meat patties on it.
Sure.
One's even got 3 lots of bacon and 3 onion rings and 3 pieces of cheese. I don't think we need to go that full on because, once again, we want to be inclusive. We want to keep, we want as many people as possible to try the backbone burger.
That's true.
Yes.
What I've got here so far still is 2 meat patties.
And some sardines and bracken.
Do you seriously want sardines?
It's a possibility. What I'm saying is let's float it.
Okay. It's just, I feel like you're not just saying this just to be silly.
Sardines
right?
are good. Sardines are yum.
Okay, well, if you love sardines, sweet.
And they're really healthy too.
Okay.
They are.
I've written it down.
Okay, good.
Okay, I've also got bacon here. It's coming through a lot. I think bacon's a winner. 2 meat patties and some bacon. That's pretty backbone.
Yes.
Crispy bacon?
Well, yeah, a bit
crispy
crispy.
Bacon.
Yeah, good.
What kind of sauces?
Sriracha?
Yeah, there's sriracha. They've already got a few burgers with sriracha on it, which is good. But that makes it hot, though, Jase. We don't want it to be hot.
Right.
I don't want truffle.
You don't want truffle?
No.
Well, we don't want no truffle.
Could we have, and I know I'm sort of putting it out there, some sort of chutney type sauce?
A chutney.
Yeah, like a
chutney.
Or a piccalilli.
Chutney. I'm just going to check their menu if any of them have chutney. No, not.
Oh, right,
no.
okay.
But heaps of text coming through on 3483. There must be.
What about some crumbled up, some crushed up chippies?
Don't mind it.
Chippies in the burger.
Yeah.
Because this is, again, that gives you a different texture, Jase.
Sure.
And that's what it should be about. It's a flavour, yes. It's what it looks like, yes. But it's also texture-based as well.
Potato chippies in a packet, or are we like fries?
Packet.
Like a packet of tater chips.
Yeah.
What we could do, actually, going back to your sardines, is deep fry some crumb sardines to give you that texture.
Oh, yeah.
Because it'll have all the bones in it. How do you guys feel about hot English mustard on top of it? As a sort of a sauce.
I might use that for my chips if that's all right.
Okay,
so
that's
I'd
fine.
give that to the chickens, the waiter chickens.
Okay, so 2 meat patties, some chippies. Do you still want the chippies, or because we're deep
I
frying
think
the
we've got to keep it
sardines?
as an option, absolutely.
As an option. Well, they have to just
What about a hash brown?
Oh, now we're talking.
Okay,
Yeah.
a hash brown. You do like hash browns, don't you, Jase?
I like a hash brown in a burger.
Yeah, what about 3483, some spaghetti from a can?
Canned spaghetti, tin spaghetti in the backbone.
That's
burger.
good eating, man.
That is so Kiwi, man. That is so Kiwi, with a bit of cheese melted on top. Bit of feta cheese melted on it.
What about an egg? But they always have fried eggs, don't they?
Yes.
What about if we had a hard-boiled egg?
So tin spaghetti, hard-boiled egg. Like, are we trying to make this? It
is yum. Do you not like eggs? I've seen you eat chips. I know you like chips. I know you like eggs because you have your egg sammies.
Yeah, I do like egg sandwiches. Guilty.
Why don't also, if we're going to sort of think outside the square, rather than your sort of salady kind of
Well, I like
things,
lettuce.
maybe some sort of grains or something instead of your salad, like a couscous.
So it goes bun, couscous.
Yes. sardines,
hard-boiled egg.
Yeah, or a
Hard-boiled
lentil.
Or a lentil.
or a lentil, sure.
I absolutely hate lentils. Well, look, keep the suggestions coming through, 3483. I think we're going to do one more break on this, and then we've got to lock in this burger.
Okay.
Or something close to it, fellas, because at the moment, to me, personally, it doesn't sound very yum. And that doesn't make sense, because REEEEEEBURGEEERRR's always yum.
Yeah. It's the Clash.
REEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Here they come. Try time.
Holy cow, the Warriors. Oh, yeah.
Up the West, baby. It's the big show in BRISSY for the NRL Magic Round. Is there anyone out there? Let's go to the phones.
That's right, it's a massive weekend of rugby league in Brisbane at Suncorp Stadium, the home of rugby league. 16 of the 17 NRL teams battling it out. 8 games, 3 nights of footy, and you could be joining myself, Hoyte, J, Mogey, and old Pugsan over in Brizzy, and now Benaiah Stewart as well from the Bricky Show.
Great stuff. G'day, Josh, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, g'day, fellas. Not too bad.
Good on you, mate. Good weekend, Josh?
Yeah, not bad.
Just chilling out?
What'd you get up to, you mad dog?
Oh, a few beers with the boys on Friday.
Yeah.
A bit of luncheon on Saturday and back on the piss Sunday.
Yeah, that's the spirit, man.
It had his own little mini magic round. I like
Yeah,
it.
good
Quiet
stuff.
weekend.
Hey, tell me, Josh, what do you do for a crust, mate?
I run a window business.
Oh, yeah. Backbone. Must be a pain sometimes. hey. Oh, jeez.
That's good
Sorry,
stuff.
Josh, I'm on fire. Hey, who would you take with you if you were to win?
Oh, I'd probably take my cousin away because it'd be good to get him away from the missus for a weekend and get up to a bit of mischief.
Yeah,
good
that's
on you,
want to
Josh.
cheat on
That's
us,
the best.
Yeah, a bit of cheat and chat.
cheat.
Stay on the line, mate. And our good mate Pugsan will take care of you. G'day, Mike. How's life?
Oh, hey, awesome, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Mike. Good.
Mike.
Hey, who's your favourite rugby league player, Mike?
Oh,
But he's got to be dead.
Mr. Harris is here.
Fisher Harris. Nah,
He's got injured.
he has to be dead, Mike. Has to be a dead player.
Oh, jeez.
Who's your favourite dead player?
Oh, far right. You got me stretching.
Come on, man.
Just even a little bit
Minogue
Who?
Yeah, no, he's still here.
alive.
He's still with us, mate. Look, we'll
Even
let you
someone
off.
who's just a bit doolally.
Oh, okay. I'll just go with that.
Okay, mate.
Good on you, mate. What do you
stuff.
do for a crust, Mike?
Photography sales.
Oh,
Backbone. Bone.
Yeah.
Why don't we all go awkward after that? Mike, thanks, mate. You're in the draw. Can't wait to go to Brizzy with you, maybe.
Oh, hey, me too.
Good on you, man. Good
mate.
on you. G'day, Richard, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, good, thanks, boys.
Yeah.
What did you get up to this weekend, Richard?
Oh, a bit of rugby on the Saturday.
Yeah.
A few beers after that. And
Yeah.
just watching league and some UFC.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what position do you play, Richard?
Lock.
Oh, he's a big bastard.
Big bastard.
Tall timber, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. What do you do for a crust, Richard?
Civil engineer.
Oh, backbone. Good on you, mate. And who are you going to take with you?
Oh, got to take one of the boys from flat.
Yeah, one of the fellas. Yeah, good idea.
Backbone.
Good stuff, Richard.
Who's your favourite? Who's your favourite left-handed player, man?
Oh, left-handed. Oh.
Never mind, man.
Oh, it's just a proper league you win, you know.
Yeah, you either know or you don't.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
it's
if you're
all-
a
it's
fan,
all
or you
good.
love it or not.
You got me, fellas.
It's all good. Stay on the line, mates, and Pugsan will look after you, all right?
See you guys.
Yeah,
Good on you,
Good
fella.
on you, mate.
God.
We've been having a lot of discussion about this upcoming Magic Round, haven't we, fellas? What's
We
going
have.
to go on and
Yeah.
what we are going to do, what we're not going to do.
This, that, and the other,
I
yeah.
believe we tackled it on today's podcast outro.
Yeah, we
think
did.
so.
We did.
Yeah.
So can somebody refresh my memory? And Keyzie, I'm sorry if you did this at the start of the break, man. But when is this going to be drawn? Do we know that? Is it a secret?
Next week.
We're drawing it next week.
Next week.
Yeah,
Bloody
so
hell.
you've got to make sure you get in now. And if you don't want to miss out, you want to guarantee it, head to boystrip.co.nz. Guarantee a spot, only a few left.
And can I say, based on our experiences, it's an unmissable event. If you can't get the win with us, get a ticket with Boys Trip because it is out the gate.
Certainly is.
Beautiful.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Smashing Pumpkins here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Now, there was a bit of rugby action over the weekend. With that in mind, we've got ACC head G Lane on the line with us with Lane versus the coin.
ACC head G Lane versus a coin.
That's right, we've got the greatest rugby union picker gambler in the world on the line. It's ACC head G Lane. How are you, you backbone?
Hey, listen, my memory's a little hazy from Friday afternoon.
Just like the
Yeah,
drinks.
apparently so.
But I'm picking. I did pretty well. I think I did pretty well. I think I should probably maybe spend all afternoon at the pub and do my picks again.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. Your picks do improve when you're hammered and you can't remember what picks you made, as it turns out. So what we're doing here is this segment is G Lane, head of the ACC, degenerate gambler, up against a coin. So Lane picks who he thinks are going to win each game in each round of the Super Rugby tournament, and we toss a coin and we see who is going to come out on top at the end of the Super Rugby season. Lane, going in, you'll be pleased to know, mate, I've done the counter.
Oh, you've done one. Beautiful.
Over the weekend, I went back and I listened to every single podcast I wrote down and put into a spreadsheet, which probably we should have done at the start. I don't know. But
what kind of backbone you are, though, Minogue? Because usually that should be up to, a producer.
Yeah.
Or, something like that. So that just shows how down to earth you are.
G Lane, before we tell you how you're sitting for the season, what's your vibe?
Look, I think she's pretty even, but I think after this weekend, I think I'm ahead.
Okay.
I'm ahead by 3.
Okay,
I'm
great.
ahead by 3.
Okay.
All right. Okay, then. Well, we'll go into that. We'll go into the games, and then we'll let you know. On Friday night, what was the first one, mate? Was it Chiefs versus Tars?
Hurricanes, Crusaders.
Oh, hell.
Yes, so that was Crusaders all the way for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The coin went with the Crusaders as well, so that was one apiece. Who was next?
Chiefs, Waratahs.
I betrayed the Chiefs.
You did.
And I was right.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. You chose. Oh no. Yes, you chose the Tars, and the coin chose the Chiefs. To be fair. On Saturday we had Blues versus Moana.
Blues for me.
Blues for the coin. Then we had Highlanders versus the Drua.
Highlanders took it out.
The Drua was a selection of the coin, which I said was a shocking idea, but the coin doesn't listen, man. And then Reds versus Brumbies.
Brumbies all the way.
Same for the coin there, Lane. So pretty good effort all around.
Can I just ask G Lane a quick question? Friday night, G Lane, do you even remember speaking to us about this?
Look, there was glimpses of it. I had to go back and listen to the tapes myself, to be honest, to work out my picks. But listen, that's besides the point. I was 100%. I'd just like to say that. And the coin knocked out on 2.
Yeah, that's not...
What's the damage?
I'll say actually it's 3. So that makes it now, Lane, after 34 games of rugby union, you are sitting on 18, which is just slightly better than 50%. Congratulations. And the coin is dominating you in 19.
Have I won?
It is dominating you.
So how does that make you feel, G Lane? Because it's an inanimate object, isn't it, man?
Hey, look, like I said, this Super Rugby competition is so good, not even the toss of a coin can predict who's going to win.
I remember that time when you picked the Drua to beat the Crusaders.
Yeah, well, look, I just can't. It took me a lot to pick the Crusaders this week just because I just disliked them so much. They're back at the top of the table. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Beautiful. All right, Lane. Thanks for that, mate.
We're going to keep it up to date from here on in, brother. But she's a tight run thing.
Guys, is exciting, and don't forget at the end of the season, whoever comes out on top is the new head of the ACC. Will it be
That is
G Lane,
exciting.
or will it be a coin?
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Faith No More there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday evening. Now, we're trying to finalise the Backbone Burger with our mates REEEEEEBURGEEERRR, which is going to be released this week. So we need to get our A's into G, fellas. And I had a lot of texts on 3483 regarding ingredients.
So far, fellas, this is what we have whittled down together as a team, and I'm not sure about it. So 2 meat patties.
Yes.
Bacon.
Yes.
Mustard.
Yes.
Sardines.
Yes.
Chippies.
Yeah.
Hash brown.
Yeah.
Tin spaghetti. Hard-boiled egg. You know, it just doesn't sound delicious.
It
You know
doesn't
what I mean?
sound delicious, but that combination together, Keyzie, will work beautifully.
To me, that sounds like salt and vinegar. It sounds like mac and cheese.
Yes.
Tango and cash.
Did you put a chutney in there?
No, but they don't have chutney.
Well,
to be
that's
honest,
what I mean.
they
They'll have to get some if they're going to put it in.
Apple sauce.
Applesauce, but it's not a pork burger.
But have you had it with sardines before, Keyzie?
No, I've never had sardines with applesauce, Mogey. Really good point.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is this a perfect time to test things out, don't you think?
Exactly. We're
Applesauce.
experimenting.
Well, the problem is we're going to send this to REEEEEEBURGEEERRR, right? Who are known for making really delicious burgers.
REEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
And they're going to be like, man, that sounds bad. We don't want to make that.
How do you guys feel about a satay sauce?
Well, it's a Big Show burger, so whether they like it or not,
So
they're going to make it.
Right, but
It's
we don't.
our burger. They need to remember that,
No, I
right?
know, but let's
so
not
we're
start-
the champs of the burger.
Let's not start an argument with REEEEEBURGEEERRR.
Well, there is no argument.
Yeah, right, because we love
These are the ingredients. These are the ingredients.
Right.
Get it made.
Okay, applesauce. I've added it. You want satay as well because you can put applesauce
well,
on
no,
the
I'm just
bottom.
putting it out there. But if there's going to be an apple sauce, you don't want a satay in there.
Nah, one or the other. Maybe you have your choice of sauces.
Yes.
Can I just
Give
say
that to the chicken as well.
So you want the chicken waiter, the waiter that's a real chicken, to deliver every backbone burger?
Well, that's how they do it.
Well, they don't deliver the burgers; they deliver sauces.
Sauces
Okay,
for the
fellas,
chips,
all right.
generally.
Can I play? I haven't had a say on this burger at all. Can I just have one thing in there?
Yes.
Well, aren't your meat
Your meat
patties in
patties
there?
are
No, but
there,
that's
yeah.
I didn't.
You're the centre of this whole thing.
No,
Keyzie.
New Zealand voted for that. All right. The only thing I want in there is onions. Can we have onions in there?
Oh, that's a bit weird.
I'll tell you what we can have. Onion rings.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Onion rings.
Yeah.
So we can have that.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you, Jase?
Oh, I just feel like
What?
because we've got the
sardine.
hash brown.
Oh,
in
the
there.
hash brown. Right.
You know, there might be too
Oh,
much.
you could have onions in the hash brown. They have the onion hash browns.
Oh, yeah.
Onion browns.
Yeah, they have little bits of onion in there, diced up bits of onion.
Right. Okay.
Those are good.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you survived your Monday at work. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by REEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
Yeah, good stuff, fellas. I love REEEEEEBURGEEERRR. Crave-worthy street food, freshly made with REEEEEEBURGEEERRR. So good.
Really good.
REEEEEEBURGEEERRR.
Fellas, just on REEEEEEBURGEEERRR, we've just with this whole us making a burger thing. We might just park it for tonight.
Okay.
And there's a lot to think about there.
Sure.
Well, should we sleep on it?
Yeah,
Let's sleep on it.
Okay.
I often find that works. In the morning, we'll wake up and go, of course, of
yeah,
course.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe in the morning we'll wake up and go, maybe it should have salad on it, like lettuce.
Macaroni cheese.
Or kimchi.
Yeah.
That
Kimchi, yeah.
That actually sounds delicious.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
It's pretty good, huh?
Macaroni cheese and kimchi. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Ah, fellas.
Hey, now the podcast outro, which is the warm-up to the radio show, it's a separate own podcast. What's the clip today, Keyzie?
Yeah, hurry up. What do we got?
Today's clip is called Going Hard.
Oh, get it.
And it comes out tonight at 7:30. Search Hauraki wherever you get your potties from. Me and I pretty much were like, yeah, no, we.
Yeah,
We're gonna get
and
after
I
it.
do. I agree.
But also, hey, if you
Well,
don't, all good.
I mean, that's what it was last time.
Well, that's no.
guys were unaware.
I'll be honest with you. It wasn't even close. It was 10% of going hard.
Jesus.
It was more than 10%.
Yeah, this is us referring to how debaucherous things are going to get at Magic Round
Yeah.
in a few weeks' time, actually, in like 3 weeks.
It's not far, man.
And I was shocked to hear Mogey say that was only 10%.
Yeah, it's more than 10.
It was, I'd say,
I reckon 50.
yeah.
Oh, you animal. Oh, my gosh.
It's going to be a great weekend. I'm really looking forward to it now, and the rugby league's on as well.
Is it?
I'm scared now of Mogey going 100.
Oh no, there's nothing to be scared of.
Oh, God. I'm terrified. Can you look after me, Jase?
I'll tuck you under my wing there,
Oh,
Keyzie.
God. Never mind.
You can suckle on the
No, I
nipple
won't.
of Hoyte J's heaving breaths.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, Aussie Crawl there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Monday evening. It's time for a bit of Meat Patty Nip 69.
Nip 69.
At gmail.com. Get in touch.
With the fellas.
With the fellas. Meetpattynip69@gmail.com. It is an email address that you can get in touch with us through at any time and ask for advice, 100% anonymous. And just to give people an idea, there are a few people asking for help in there. This one is from the 19th of March, so it's from last month. It's about a month old.
Sure.
This is from Anonymous. G'day.
So they could have, broken up by now or all sorts.
Potentially, I'll read it out.
Yes.
This is from Anonymous. It says, "G'day, fellas. Could you please bring Pugson in to help with this one?"
Hello.
Hi, Pugs.
The stallion himself.
The stallion.
Hi, guys.
I'm not sure how to put this, but things in the bedroom haven't been the same lately. My partner and I care about each other deeply, but there's an invisible wall between us. It's not about attraction. We still have that, but something feels off. It's like we're out of sync, and no matter what we do, we can't seem to find our way back to how things used to be. Do you have any advice? I wish you guys did Connie chat. While Jase was away, a real missed opportunity. So that was obviously while you were in Vietnam. This came through, Jase.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. Big love. Cheers.
So, I was going to say, it sounds like she's having an affair.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That is hot.
I mean, that is really hot.
For her,
Yes, totally.
but not so much for her husband.
well, it's funny. The older I get, the more I hear about people in these relationships where the physical side isn't there.
Well, this is the other thing I was going to ask. It'd be nice to know what his age was.
Yeah.
He doesn't mention
There's
that.
a few deets missing there. How many
Yes.
kids they've
Yeah,
got.
if they've got kids.
What stage of the relationship are they in? Very difficult to make a call.
I think there's no mention of kids, and I feel like they would mention that. Like, we're busy with kids.
They should.
I feel like that's probably my age, maybe early 30s. You know what I mean?
Or
Been together
60.
a while. Or 60.
What I can say is that every relationship, you love making it ebbs and it flows, Pugson.
Sure.
You crest and then
The
you go
motion of the
down.
ocean.
Yeah, it's just it's always up and down. And you know what I found really difficult when my virility was pumping through my veins, when my testosterone was exploding. It's very hard to go through the ups and downs and remain equitable. You know what I mean? Because you're so horny all the time.
Get Steve.
Why'd you
Mike.
look at me when you said that?
What's your advice here, Pugson? Because I've asked for you specifically.
Which I'm very grateful that you've requested my advice. I think there needs to be some new experiences.
Go out and do something new.
No, not go out and
go
do
in
something
and do
new.
something new.
Go in and do something new. Yeah.
This doesn't feel like it was a sexual question, though. This
Nah,
felt
I
like
think it is.
was.
Did you not say physicality?
Things in the bedroom haven't been the same. We care about each other deeply. It's not about attraction. We still have that. We just feel a bit off. I think it is about shagging.
Just divorce.
Mogey.
Honestly.
But there is something in terms of that flame reigniting.
Yeah, stick it out.
Where the physicality is even better.
Yeah.
Wait, so you now stick it out, Mogey?
I reckon stick it out.
Well, he is sticking it out and nothing's happening.
Or she.
I think freshen it up.
Freshen it up.
Freshen it up.
Do you think...
Keep it hot, keep it fresh, man.
Do you think at Pugson there's like a barrier between them and all of a sudden, he's trying to do something wacky and out there?
Feels like something's off.
Something's off, right? And your solution is to come in and do something wacky and different, but there's a barrier between them. That's just going to...
Not wacky. I think they sit down together, they get serious for a moment and have a real intimate chat about what it is that they might like to try together. Open communication.
How embarrassing is that?
Yeah, it is really embarrassing. It is really embarrassing.
No, it's
I
not.
reckon just divorce it. You've had a good crack at it.
Okay, so you've
It
gone...
sounds like it's beyond repair, to be honest.
Stick it out and divorce it.
Or you can stay together and just find other partners.
Just put some effort in. You got married, for God's sake. You got to put some effort in. You can't just give it up at the first signs of...
Stay with it, but have other relationships.
That's right.
Good stuff, fellas. Thanks, Pugson. If you ever need advice, meetpattynip69@gmail.com.
You're a filthy bastard.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Audio slave there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Now, there was some great sporting action this morning. Let's get into a bit of golf chat.
Golf Chat with Double Bogey Mogey.
How good.
So good.
The Masters, fellas.
I'll tell you what, I was glued to the TV for all 7 days of that.
Why is it only 4?
Yeah, but they have a little bit of prep stuff, a little bit of practice stuff, and there's some other things on TV I wanted to watch beforehand. Geez, it was good. High drama.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm going to be honest with you, fellas. Over the years, I've gone off sport.
Oh.
And the reason that I've gone off so many sports is there's just too much of it. And so much of it is meaningless to me now. And so, I used to love my sport, my cricket, my rugby and all that sort of stuff. All that's kind of drift. I mean, I've always hated league.
Well, hang on. You're coming to Magic Round because that seems like a waste if you don't like rugby league.
No, but I mean, I love it live. I just don't watch it on the TV.
Right,
So you must go a lot to the Warriors in Auckland.
Yeah, because that'd be a huge waste otherwise.
I actually go to my local league club, Glenora Bears. I go there every Saturday. I'm like their mascot.
Don't they play on Sunday?
And Sunday sometimes,
No,
yeah.
they don't. That was a joke.
No, they do play on Sunday
No, they
sometimes.
don't. I swear they don't.
But anyway, today the Masters, of course, and it was magnificent. Beautiful drama. Rory McIlroy looking for complete the Grand Slam,
Which is all the
majors.
Majors.
And he was running away with it, fellas, with about 4 or 5 holes to play. And then he had a shot on a par 5, and it was his third shot, a very easy 50-metre sort of chip. And he chipped it into the water. Drama!
Oh, what did he end up with?
He ended up with a double bogey. And then the other guy who was below him got a birdie. So within one hole, it all swapped over and they were sharing the lead.
Oh, God.
And then he had like maybe a 3-foot putt to win it.
Right.
And he missed it.
He's joking.
He missed it. So there was a playoff. And Rory finally won the playoff.
Oh,
it was
thank
He got a
magnificent.
birdie, didn't he?
Jeez, well, he's been
He did
struggling
get
to
a
do
birdie.
that for a while, hasn't he? Bloody hell. And you enjoyed that, did you, Jase?
I did, very much.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
I did watch it, yeah.
Oh. I see Justin Rose, he lost in a playoff in 2017 to
Yeah,
Sergio
runner-up.
Garcia, so he'll be gutted about that. But that's sport.
That was a second runner-up for him, yeah. So
Yeah,
he played
'cause
bloody well.
He lost to Sergio Garcia, didn't he, in 2017?
Yeah, so
Oh, wow. That
it
seems
was-
like a
It was a tragedy, but it was great drama. It was really compelling watching.
question, Jase, because you were just saying how you hate sport and you would real down buzz at the start of this. Is golf going to be something you're going to start watching more of?
No, probably not.
Nah, good on you, man.
I mean, I watched, that kind of thing, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't watch like the British Open?
I'd watch the British Open, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you watch the majors?
The majors, eh?
Yeah.
Bit of badminton, bit of table tennis, that sort of stuff. Snooker.
Right, okay.
Beach volleyball, you're a big fan of that.
Love beach volleyball.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's the Monday show done and dusted. Mogey, what did you learn today?
Well, I'd like to give a Player of the Day award if I can,
Sure.
Jase, and I'm going to give it to Rory McIlroy. Just
Good
a
on you,
huge
mate.
congratulations to him. He hasn't won a Masters in a major in 11 years. He only made about 300 million last year, and I just feel like it's time he came good. So
Yeah.
kia kaha, Rory.
Oh, that's really nice, man.
What about you, Keyzie? Who's your Player of the Day / what did you learn?
I don't really have a player of the day today.
Yeah.
No, it's not really something
What about most improved?
Most improved, probably Hoyte J. Because he's showing signs of really developing into a nice broadcaster, man. Is this how this segment's supposed to
Yeah,
be?
absolutely. I think there's been some really nice signs there as well.
I think, give it a few more years with us,
Sure.
and you are going to be pretty reasonable.
Oh, you reckon another couple of years,
Yeah,
do
I
you?
think so, and then you'll be good to go.
That's really not on my schedule, but...
Do you like how Hoyte J keeps on threatening to quit?
Oh, daily. Daily.
2 years, you reckon? And I'll
about
be
you?
okay?
What about you, Hoyte J, man?
What about me?
Who's your Player of the Day /
What did you
learn?
/ what's for tea New Zealand?
Oh, yeah. / tell us some lies about what you're getting up to tonight.
What I did learn is that Mogey's probably better served buying stock from a supermarket rather than trying to make it.
Yeah.
Also, what did you do with the olives? Are they in the press?
Well, this is the thing. So what you do is you get them on a tray. You
Yes.
put some kind of paper, even a tea towel is as good as gold, and then you roll them with just a normal kitchen roller thingy, a rolling pin.
Yes.
And then it's drain them through. You got to put them through a cheesecloth. She's a big job.
Oh, she is.
And from all accounts, the wife looked in the fridge this morning and she goes, It's not meant to look like that.
Right, I can imagine at the end of all this work, you've got like a teaspoon of olive oil.
This was sort of my general vibe about it, but she was determined to do it, and look, I was determined to watch the UFC,
Well,
so
she could
all good.
Pour the oil into your pot of onion and burnt carcass chicken, and make a kind of interesting sort of oil to use for
I
later
agree.
on.
So good, Jase.
Hey, now listen.
We're gonna wrap.
Make sure you check out the podcast. Make sure you check out the Instagram. Till tomorrow. See you later.
Bye.